As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they work this well upfield and cross the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On play action, here's Shadur. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on two straight plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Sanders. They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but they can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down is Jenkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Cedric Tillman His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Sanders going to throw again. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jenkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Love now. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
45, White. 52 Blaster.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
As long as you're getting the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Out to the left here to Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Packers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. But their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 560. Yellow. 22. Cut.
Glove. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ready.
In motion, the tight end. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Throwing again at Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Block 40. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Let's go.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30.
Ready.
First down.
Now Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Down. Clock. Ram. 38. Ready?
Throwing. Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Sanders checks it down to Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw now. Here's Sanders. That is caught. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready. 10 black. Steel black.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game,
making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Right, down. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send Reed in motion left. To throw now. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right through.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Red, cycle. Cut.
Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
And the Packer first down.
Ready, ready. Let's go. Blue, 32, Green Jack. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again, it's Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
31. Packers 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Once again, Jenkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action now. Sanders. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half
and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense.
Luke Musgrave, 33 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Here's Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dragon, 60.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A give up the middle, Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And the Browns first down.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On play action, here's Shadur. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Check.
Throwing on second and long. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carson Schlesinger in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Set, ready. Slide through.
Love from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. This is fielded at the 27. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
To throw is Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Watch out now. 56. Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Black, 95, cluster, 6. Hut.
Throwing, Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Yellow, 22. Hut.
Now Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 10 black, set up.
To the air again, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 2-yard line.
Now first and goal.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
On the ready. There.
One more time with Jacobs.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Here we go, here we go. 33, watch out now, 52. Set.
Here's Love. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Let's go now.
Packers will set up for the
50,
2-point
quick red,
conversion.
cycle. Set.
Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Get it. 19, 18. Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Third and 12.
Let's go. Buffalo 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Throwing, Sanders.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down.
Red, come on, set. Red, 38. Blue striker. Ready?
Love looking to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.